When I was a little girl, I loved to play in the forest, sitting on the rocks along the creek that ran behind our house and singing. And for my little brother and I, that was our imagination highway. We would make believe we were fishermen like our granddads catching crawdads for dinner, and we would dream of pirate ships and Peter Pan. My grandmother told me stories about my ancestors and the songs and life and music all along the Mississippi River, where they lived while my grandfather and great-grandfather worked as a dam builder. I grew up on a houseboat and spent every free moment on vacations sailing, camping, and living all along the Ohio River. My connection with water is like an old love song, its soothing cadence woven and baked into my DNA pattern as the soundtrack of my life. My name is Amikaeyla, and the roots of my family tree sprout from the American South. In the sacred traditions of the Afro-Caribbean culture found deeply embedded in the South, there's a person called the Daughter of Two Waters who holds the powerful energy of the estuary, the place where fresh and saltwater meet. They call it having two heads. This revered space where the river meets the sea is called brackish water. It is a generative, fertile, underutilized, ephemeral microclimate. An incredibly dynamic system is born from this space. It's where angelfish live, where moss thrives. As a Lukumi priestess, I was chosen as the daughter of two waters. This careful, curious, powerful honor is the binding thread that holds my life, music, art, and work together, as it challenges me to continually seek and affirm the infinite possibilities when we can allow two disparate places, like salt and sweet, to meet. I first heard a call to music from inside a burn unit where I was recovering from a hate crime. I knew then that music was not only what would carry me through this deep healing, but that I would one day bring it to others. I was exploring where to begin when I received an email from His Holiness, the 14th Dalai Lama, who asked me to come and sing for him, and also asked that I bring my message of healing and music everywhere I could. This blessing catalyzed a path I continue to walk today. In my work as a cultural ambassador for the State Department, I've had the honor of learning and carrying the stories of women and girls who are political refugees, war survivors, and at-risk children, youth, and families. This project grows out of my inspiration to pay tribute to the people that I've come to know over decades of art and advocacy work. This is especially crucial as we face a changing climate and are all at risk of losing irreplaceable ecosystems, traditions, and stories. In the heart of this destabilization, women and girls are paradoxically among the most vulnerable and the most crucial as the bearers of water and water knowledge. This project is grounded in Oakland, California, where we will engage communities in ongoing dialogues catalyzed by the film. Through interviews, workshops, and live music and dance performances that will speak to the relationship between culture, water, and identity, we will create artist-led celebrations in community spaces. Often we are called to speak about impact, when really we are wanting influence. When we are called to think about women and water, we imagine the 40-pound jerry cans, the long trips and heavy weights, but we're not often called to ask what we can do to help carry it, or recognize that the raindrop that falls on you in the morning may very well be in that jerry can soon. Tending my water is tending our water. Therefore, our hope is to increase awareness about this global and local crisis, as well as decrease littering and excess water consumption, while increasing cultural empathy and a shared understanding of the plight of women, in particular, women of color. Women Carry Water will awaken people to become a water bearer, someone who honors sustainable practices, rituals, storytelling, and healing around the water they are nearest to. While the docuseries champions the global work of women who make remarkable effort to open channels of connection with water and sustainability through film and increased visibility, the app creates a metaverse pathway for people, especially those who do not live or have never seen bodies of water, to cultivate and educate within that one interaction. In Oakland, where I am based, proximity to water does not mean comfort, access, or even interaction with it. Our relationships to water are so often shaped by fear, economy, marginalization, and limitation that we forget we are made of it. Women Carry Water challenges participants to see that every person has the power to impact their world through water.